Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we'll talk about KYC, Know Your Customer. So, we will discuss the basic introduction about Know Your Customer and the primary guidelines towards KYC documentation and the risk management with the help of KYC and the officially valid documents towards KYC. Okay. So again, it is an important topic regarding your financial awareness or banking awareness. So we will like this is a very short video. So here we will discuss all about KYC. Okay. So guys, as you know, KYC, which is generally known as Know Your Customer. Previously, it was Know Your Client. Now it is Know Your Customer. Okay. So with the help of KYC document, so basically it is a part of documentation process. Okay. So whenever you open some account with any bank or financial institutions, so you have to go through some documentation process. So that documentation process is generally known as KYC. Okay, and the primary objective and motive of this documentation process is to prevent bank and financial institutions from any kind of money laundering activities or terror activities and all. Okay, so I hope like so many times when you interact with some organizations or some bank or financial institutions, so bank they generally ask for some documents or some identity proof, some address proof, some income proof and all. So that is generally part of your KYC process. Okay, so nowadays even like we have eKYC process or VCIP, that is video interface, or that customer identification process through video interface. Okay, so the objective is to prevent bank from being used intentionally or unintentionally by criminal elements for money laundering. So money laundering is basically like the black money, terror financing, or any kind of frauds, and also these all are something related to your money laundering activities. And to prevent bank and other financial institutions from money laundering, so RBI they generally came up with this KYC norms. Okay, so KYC is generally regulated by RBI in India, and so on. The guidelines toward the KYC documentation is also provided by RBI only. Okay, so it is defined under Banking Regulation Act 1949, so which is BR Act 1949, and section is if you talk about this section, it is section 35A. So KYC documentation or the KYC process is generally defined under section 35A of Banking Regulation Act 1949, and it is generally governed by the RBI, and it is related to identification and verification of depositors or the borrowers from the system. Okay, so with the help of this documentation process, basically bank and other institutions they generally keep a record of their customers, and even like they generally this process is generally help them to identify the frauds in the system, those who generally made fraud earlier, or those who have an intention to make fraud and all, or even to combat the money laundering activities. Now the question is, what are the major documents or officially valid documents for the identification of any person or entity, or as well as proof of address. So if you talk about the documentation process, there are six officially valid documents, okay, which is generally declared as OVDs or officially valid documents by RBI. So the government of India has notified six documents as officially valid documents for the purpose of producing proof of identity. So if you talk about the ID proof, so we have government of India, they have given certain guidelines. So these are the six officially valid documents which are generally used in India for the identification purpose, for the address proof, or for other thing as well. So these are, first one we have Aadhaar card. So Aadhaar card issued by Uday. So this is like nowadays you can use it for address proof as well as identity proof. Okay, so now we have this ID Aadhaar card and PAN card linking scheme. So it is generally help to generate data about any individual, their finances or their local address and all. Okay, so apart from this, we have a passport. Okay, so you can present passport as well. You can present driving license, voter identity card. We have a pen card, and we have Manrega job card. So these are the six officially valid documents, which is generally categorized by Government of India as well as RBI for the identification process, as well as you can present them for the address proof as well. Okay, so whenever you open some account with any financial institution, so they generally ask for ID proof, address proof, income proof. So you can present these one. Okay. Now, if you talk about the risk management through through KYC process, so like if you talk about the overall risk, so all accounts or the different type of customers, they are further categorized among three part. One is like we have highly risky instruments, we have low risk instrument, and we have medium risk instruments. Okay, or like we have high risk customers, we have medium risk, and we have low risk customers. So overall customers, they are generally further categorized among three part. So low risk customer, like who's like these are the customers whose portfolio size is quite small, or even we have a clarity about their sources of income, like saving account, like salary accounts, and all these comes under the low risk. If you talk about the high risk customers, so these are like business entities or the foreign investors. So they are generally part of high risk profile, and like different type of loans, like personal loan and all. So according to the risk profile, overall customer segmentation is done among three parts, so high, low, and medium. And accordingly, the verification of KYC is also defined. Okay, so periodic updation of information on these low risk, high risk, and medium risk customer is also defined. So in case of low risk, it is once in a 10 year. In case of medium risk, it is once in a 8 years. And in case of high risk customers, in every 2 years. Okay, so if there is a high risky customer, so you have to do that particular updation of KYC documentation in every 2 years. Okay, so in case of high risk customer, because like they can default anytime, so you have to keep an eye on these particular customers. Medium risk, it is 8 years, and low risk, it is in every 10 years. So these are some guidelines which is generally given by RBI to these bank and financial institutions, and accordingly they have to manage these data as well. Okay, so hope you get this particular thing. And so many time examiner, they generally ask question based on periodic updation of KYC documentations. So please do take care about these things. Okay, now nowadays we are like Indian economy, that if you talk about the Indian banking system especially, so we are evolving day by day. So we are adopting new technologies in our banking system. So eKYC is one of the most important revolution which we found in last 5 years. Okay, so it is electronic KYC. Basically, previously when you open some account with any bank, you have to visit bank. Okay, then you have to present the documents in a physical manner, like let's say your ID proof, address proof. So you have to give the photocopy of your Aadhaar card or your PAN card or any other document. Okay, but nowadays the banking system that totally evolved, so you can open your saving account by own. Okay, so you do not need to go any bank branches and all. So like at sitting at your home, you can open your account. So that process is generally known as eKYC. Okay, so during this COVID-19 pandemic, basically we can say this system is generally evolved. So here basically the entire process is generally done through an interactive session or through a video recording process and all. So here you will upload your detail, or then you, to prove that particular one, you will upload your Aadhaar number or PAN numbers and all these particular things. So electronic KYC possible only for those who have Aadhaar numbers. Basically, you need Aadhaar number. Aadhaar number is basically mandatory for this particular process. While using eKYC, authorize the Unique Identification Authority of India, which is UDAI, by explicit consent to release your identity, address, and all. And they generally give the approvals by OTP verification. Okay, so whenever you do this KYC process, I hope you guys also use this one so many times. So let's say if you want to open some saving account with any XYZ bank in India, so you can open by own. Okay, so you do not need to go any bank branches. So for that one, you have to follow the eKYC process. So you need Aadhaar card, PAN card and all. So you have to upload their pictures and your live photo and all. So that is a part of your eKYC. And in 2021, there was one another system which was introduced by RBI. So bank nowadays generally use this particular process as well. So whenever you do eKYC, they record your video, okay, and they keep that particular one as a documentation process. Okay, so video based customer identification process. So let's say if you are opening some account or you are doing some eKYC, the system will record that particular data and bank will keep that particular data for next 5 years or 10 years. Okay, so VCIP, which is stand for video based customer identification process, it is introduced by RBI, authorized method used by bank and other financial institution, which involve consent based procedure of collecting information of a customer during onboarding process. So when, like, while you onboard yourself with any bank, you open some account with any bank, so they'll record your things, like while you upload your identity card, so they'll ask you to keep like hold like this, and they'll capture a video, or they'll take your live photographs, and also that is generally part of your VCIP. So to help our existing customer and potential client enjoy a conventional banking experience, Indian banks has introduced VCIP, that is video customer identification process, for customer to complete their account opening process through a video KYC. Okay, so this is simple. Like, let's say if you visit some bank branch, so they ask you for the physical documentation, you have to fill form and all. So that entire thing is generally recorded in a video manner, and bank, they have to manage that particular data for the identification process of any customer or client. Okay, so while you open your account by own, or while you do the eKYC, so bank, they generally record that particular data in their system as well. So that is generally known as VCIP, and it is, again, we can say this is like, with this, they know your location from where you are accessing that particular system. They'll have your live photographs, or they'll have the current Aadhaar card number, or they'll do the OTP verification with your Aadhaar numbers, and also that is generally part of this entire process. Okay, so guys, in this video we talk about KYC. I hope you get these particular thing clearly. Still, if you have any query, please do mention in comment section. I already did a video on Reserve Bank of India as well as Indian banking system or the other areas as well. So please do watch these videos as well. So these will help you to improve your banking awareness, financial awareness, and I already did some videos based on like some MCQ videos based on these particular concepts. So you can attempt those particular MCQs as well. So like, if you have watched the fundamental one, believe me, your score will be like plus 100 in, or we can say your accuracy will be 100% in these particular videos. Okay, so if you like the video, please do share with your friends, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. And this is my humble request to all of you guys: if you're liking the videos, please do mention in comment section, and if you have any suggestions related to any content, or if you want videos on any specific topics and all, please do mention in comment section. Believe me, I'll definitely come with that particular video. Okay, so today we talk about KYC. Hope you enjoy the entire video, and this is more than enough for your examination purpose or for your basic understanding towards the KYC and KYC guidelines which is given by RBI. Okay, so this is it from my side. Hope you enjoy, and the only request again and again, please do like and do share this session with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, so please do subscribe and do share with do share the channel link with your friends, so other can also join us. Okay, so I'll very soon I'll come with a new video where we'll discuss the new things or new fundamentals and MCQs based on the banking financial awareness. So please stay tuned. So thank you again for watching this video. Stay tuned. See you soon and all the very best for your examination preparation. Thank you.